Black Lives Matter by Sidney Sapp. No one ever noticed my success, my pain, or my tears. But I always seem to notice my mistakes, my failures, and my flaws. Okay, my world isn't different. But from my view, it's just so messed up that it appears to be. I've been so long without love and happiness that I forgot how good it feels. But it's making me weak and causing me to relax on the battlefield of life when there's a war going on in reality. I mean, right before our eyes, the police and the government are picking apart black families. Prisons and graveyards for black men, and nameless bullets and unjustified killings for our black women. Our sister Breonna Taylor didn't die. She was murdered, killed for no reason. Now help me understand how the Black Lives Matter movement was so loud, but yet they act as if we were making no noise. But we hear y'all say freeze and get on our knees while simultaneously having a white man on his knees that's on the back of a black man's neck while he protesting he can't breathe. George Floyd, we apologize for not pushing him off you. Your unrighteous death that was a modern day public execution will be the reason why we perpetually make our noise. And they're even getting away with killing our young black boys, playing with toy guns in states that allow and support open and carry laws. And no one stepped up and made that wrong right. Much love to our little brother Tamir Rice. Daniel Poole was murdered on police body cameras in the streets while nude by 7 officers. Sandra Bland, Stephon Clark, Arthur Sterling, Freddie Gray, and Fernando Castile are just a few of the black lives that were taken from us but will never leave our heart. R.I.P. Rest in peace is not what you last felt. R.I.P. Rest in pain is how you left us. But now will you forever R.I.P. reliving people because you became the reason why we fighting so hard. For if pain teaches us who we are, freedom, love, and hope are overrated. And in the shadow of the world, truth and justice is overrated the most. Because someone who can't forgive lies or secrets will never be able to trust anyone, thus will always be alone. And no matter how broken and abandoned we can get, we'll never be alone in this world because the world itself is broken, thus making us all a perfect fit. Throughout our damage and destructive activities and lifestyle, we blindly became the embodiment of the beast itself and ignorantly unleashed hell on earth. We kill each other as if we ourselves will never die. We hurt each other in ways that we know we won't have the strength to bear if we was hurt in the same way. And now I see that black lives only matter when someone other than the black person take it. Foolishness born from the kings and queens of fools that think themselves not to be fools. As black people, we are facing the impossible, having to go against so much just for being born in our beautiful skin. But now it's been stamped as wise from whom for us to go against ourselves. Woe to whom that takes the little black sister and touch her mind and body in ways that allows her to grow up too fast and end up becoming an ugly statistic for young black women. And woe to whom that takes the young black brother and replaces books with drugs, guns, and lies that will place him in prison or in the dirt. Now, black people, at the end of the day, who do we think this will hurt? Black Lives Matter. Okay, but to who? The black mother who just lost her only son, to the black teen who happened to have a gun, who got high from someone black who sold him the drugs, that thought that to rob another black person just because they may have a little more than he do might be fun? Black Lives Matter. Okay, but to who? The young black mother who just lost her baby daddy and her brother all in the same year, but now can no longer cry but complain because she long ago ran out of tears? Black Lives Matter. Okay, prove it. Because quite frankly, I'm tired of hearing it without seeing it. We ignorantly, no, scratch that. We knowingly treat each other in ways that openly offend us as a race. If another gives you deadly poison, you'll die. But if you give yourself that same deadly poison, why do you think the outcomes should change? In the same, if another race calls us out a name by using the same words that oppressed our ancestors as well as us offends us, how does it change when we do it to ourselves? Foolishness. But in the depths of our ignorance of using the word nigger is actually a profound title that's a crown in itself. But that's another conversation for another moment. But still, we decide to degrade and demoralize each other. But Black Lives Matter. When, how, and to what extent? How about, as human beings, all lives matter? Because without all of us, we would not have made it this far. And without all of us, we'll eventually make it no farther. Black Lives Matter. But y'all gotta forgive me, but it took me so many takes.